to be able to give them some advice, to help them along the way, to show them how to be on this journey, and to show them the ups and downs of marriage. We don't feel like, oh, we ain't got no problems. We ain't never had no problems. We ain't never had no issues.
Keep it
We ain't
real.
never had no arguments or disagreements. And when people tell you things like that, them be the kind of people that you should be like, okay, well, I'll see you later, because you can't help me. Choke for a minute, Derek. I'm choking a little bit. Okay, I got it. I don't know what it is. I think, I swallowed it down the wrong way. But those kind of people who tell you they've never
Your
been
mask.
through different things in different situations, those are the kind of people that I feel a little skeptical about talking to. Me, and knowing me, I probably wouldn't even talk with them and different things like that. But when you've been through some things, you should be able to help somebody else. You should be able to talk to somebody else. You should be able to minister to somebody else, because you've learned something
Yeah.
in the midst of everything that you've been going through.
Amen. And we have to realize that there's no aspect of this walk that does not require fellowship. None. There's no aspect. We are congregating animals. The Bible styles us as sheep. Sheep congregate. Sheep stick together. Sheep are always in a herd. You rarely see a sheep. You usually see a herd of sheep. The saints of God should learn to be like that. And we in the world they had a saying, birds of a feather flock together. They usually say thieves gonna hang with thieves. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Liars gonna hang with liars. So I feel like married couples should be hanging with married couples. Why? Because we strengthen one another. It's necessary because it's things that go on within our life and our because of our lifestyle as a married couple, as a saved married couple, as ministers. There's certain things that we deal with and encounter that only other people in our position deal with and encounter. So if you don't deal with anything I deal with, how are we going to fellowship? You know what I'm saying? If we're not even of the same mind, or you're not even trying to go in that mindset. You got some single people love being single, have no desire to be married, have no desire to they feel like that's a burden to shackle themselves down with one person and be with the same person day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. So they don't share the same values that we would share. So there's conversations that we just can't have because it wouldn't make sense because we'd never see eye to eye, or we never could encourage one another in the same things. When I was single, but now that I'm married, my mindset is way different. So I got to be around people of the same mindset. I believe in not in every case, but in a lot of people's cases, this is why a lot of married couples are struggling within their marriage because they have nobody. They're not dealing with people that they can relate to, and you have to have people that you can relate to. You don't see rich people hanging out with poor people. You know what I'm saying? They're usually surrounded by other rich people. Usually, when you see celebrities, they're surrounded by other celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes sense because it helps us. It helps us. It is not. It's not. It's a more of a cultural thing, not a racial thing. Because people at extremes they say that's why I say black people be black people. No, because we talking about human beings. We talking about human beings and human issues. We all have the same issues. It don't matter the skin color. We have the same issues that we deal with on a daily basis. Just like parents, if you got children, none of your friends have children. You think they're gonna relate to what you talking about? Or you talking about having to go down to the school and sign paperwork, or go down to the school because they calling you about this and about that? You think they're gonna understand that? They're not. If all my children, I was talking to my daughter today. She's starting her college career, and I was encouraging her because she was saying, "Daddy, I was crying the other day because I was so frustrated at my math class and this and that." And I was encouraging her in that way. Now, how am I have that conversation with a friend of mine that ain't got no kids? All they got is little babies, and they can't even see that far down the road. You know what I'm saying? You gotta at least have people that at least got kids, that at least got some similarities in your lifestyle in order to get anything from them. Now you can give them something. Of course, if I talk to someone who's gonna have kids and one day want to have kids, I can pour into them about what it's gonna be like, tell them about my experiences. But what about what I gotta get back? Because I need something back too. So that's why I say it makes sense for the married couples, the ministers that are married, that are working the ministry, to have other couples that are married together working the ministry. We're not talking about those that have done give up. Now, those that done for whatever reason, I ain't got no judgment for you. If you done give up on your marriage, that's you. I'm not trying to give up on mine. So I don't want to be around a bunch of people that have already given up on theirs and found it easy to throw the towel in. You can't encourage me. Would you encourage me to do what you did? You know, if I was you, send that sister back to her mama. If I was you, I'd let him go on back to Buford, and you could do good up here in Charleston. That's not helping me. That's not edifying me. That's not encouraging my marriage. See, because we're supposed to be uplifting people, not because I done made my decision. Man, come on down here where I'm at. No. We got to actively, and this is what I believe, we got to actively seek other couples that are standing and holding on to what they got. We got to seek fellowship with those people. We have to link up the same way battered women link up with other battered women to encourage and uplift one another. Rape victims, they find other people that have been through what they've been through. Incest survivors, they find other people that have been through what they've been through to encourage one another and say we can make it. We married couples are an endangered species, if you will. We got marriages falling by the wayside. We got people throwing in the towel daily, constantly. Somebody just got a divorce. Did you hear that? Somebody's getting a divorce. Check the statistics on divorce rates in the church. There's a problem. The family is under attack. Marriages are under attack. We got to band together because we so spread out. There's no herd of us. We're out here alone. We're out here on the prairie all alone, and they're picking us off with sniper rifles. The enemy is shooting us down. Got people ready to throw in the towels. They got these little people, little imps they're sending into the church to tear down the marriages that are. You got people that are asleep with a leader, knowing they're married, smiling in their spouse's face, and they'll still go right into bed with them. They'll still, and then get up and talk about it because they want everybody to know, because the enemy wants to tear that thing down. He don't just want to tear the marriage of the leaders down. He wants to tear the marriage of every married couple in the church. He wants to weaken the entire body of Christ. You got to understand what this attack is about. And us banding together as married couples, seeking other married couples to fellowship with, that we can get together and strengthen one another, so we can know as a couple, we're not alone. As a couple, we're not going through our issues, only us. We got other married couples right around us going through issues, having misunderstandings in the house, having disagreements in that. That's natural. When we don't think it's natural, when we think it's just us, we be ready to give up because we feel like I shouldn't have to go through this. But you're not the only one going through that. You're not the only one feeling that way. You're not the only one getting that out of the marriage. You're not the only one that feels a little slighted sometimes. You're not the only one feel like someone's taking you for granted. Other people are feeling that and taking that in too. But when we talk about it, we get to understand how huge it looks when I'm by myself. When I'm with people that understand, it seems like that thing shrinks. And it doesn't seem so huge and so overpowering to me. It seems like, okay, well, like I was talking to my daughter again, she was feeling overwhelmed. And I'll share with her how many times I feel overwhelmed with the job that I do and how I feel and what I do to calm myself down and how I think to get control of the situation so the situation doesn't feel so overwhelming to me. And she got an understanding of that. Why? Because we were talking about things that we have similar. Things that we have gone through, things that we're going through that someone else is going through. When you realize someone else is going through it too, it kind of puts a calm down because you feel like, okay, maybe I'm not alone. I'm not totally alone. That brings a certain amount of peace. And the more you talk about it, the more peace comes and you can overcome these things. This is why it's extremely important. Hear me good married couples. Hear me good pastors, leaders, prophets, prophetess, deacons, apostles, whatever your title is. If you and your spouse are ministers and married, you need to have some married friends in your life. You better get some. Get some. Stop taking encouragement and whatever you're getting from all these people that don't know what you're going through. Don't know nothing about marriage. Don't know nothing about commitment. Don't know nothing about sacrifice. See, because marriage, you are automatically giving up some of you. It's a compromise. I don't want to talk to somebody that don't have to compromise with nobody. You ain't got nobody to answer to. You go and come as you please. That's nice, but I got a wife. She need to know where I'm at. I need to know where she at. Something happened. We need to know what's going on. If one of us died, they gonna come and ask questions. You got insurance? Do you got this? If it was foul play, you the number one suspect. Because you the last person done seen them alive or whatever the case. And because you're married, you supposed to. The law expects you to know what's going on. Now, she died or I died, and one of us got all kind of a whole nother life that come to light, and they are not going to believe you. So you didn't know nothing about that. You got a whole family across town. You ain't know nothing. He ain't never just, you never knew, didn't know where he was at no time. They're not going to believe that. Why? Because you're supposed to know. So why I want a bunch of people that don't have that kind of commitment to nobody, don't have that kind of, that level of accountability to anybody else. Why would I want to do that? I want to be around people that understand my plight. I want people around me. My friends that I hung out with when I was in the world, we was pretty much from the same area. Most people I hung out with was originally their families was from up north. They had a mindset like my mindset, so we could hang out. The people you chill with are people you got things in common with. Yeah. That's just the God's honest truth. So I gotta have some people around me now that have some things in common with me now. A lot of my friends that I used to hang out with, I don't hang out with them because most of them still single. Most of them still got a bunch of baby mamas. The one friend that is married, he doing exactly what I'm doing. He in Atlanta, Georgia. That's Tony Duke. He married with children, ministering. We tight. I just was talking to him earlier, texted him earlier today. Because we on the same page. You better get some people that's on the same page with you. Yep. That's all I know.
Yeah, because a lot of times what we don't understand, or some people may not realize it, is a lot of times we feel like, well, why my single friends can't give me advice? What kind of advice could you tell me, about handling my marriage? What is it that you can tell me, to help the situation if and when I'm going through something or anything like that? We have to be so careful from where we're getting advice from. And that's one of the reasons why coronavirus. That's one of the reasons why
I ain't saying nothing about no corona.
What you had to say when I was coughing?
I ain't saying nothing about no corona. You probably got it.
But that's one of the reasons why we have to have some couples so we can sit down and have some conversations with. We don't want to get too in detail about what's going on, but sometimes we just want to have somebody be like, okay, man, let's talk. I need to get some advice. I need to hear some directions or anything like that. And for some of the deep people that'll turn around and say, well, that's what you got God for. Well, guess what? I need a human I can conversate with, like right now. Like I want to talk to somebody right now. We don't want to get too deep and make people feel like, well, if I was you, I wouldn't talk with people about my marriage. Just take it to the Lord in prayer. I'm gonna take it to the Lord in prayer, but I still want somebody else, that I can conversate with, somebody I can talk to, somebody that's like, okay, hey, what y'all doing this weekend? Nothing. Well, hey, let us go out. Let's go out. Let's go hang out. Let's go catch a movie. Let's go out to eat. Let's go do something. Let's take a trip.
Let's live. Let's live. Because a lot of times
Wait a minute now. Calm down, brother. But a lot of times
I was about to go in.
Yeah, you can come on back. But a lot of times we be feeling like there is just no one that we can conversate with or talk to and different things like that. And we've just now started, because see, we tried this before, with trying to do like a couples dinner and different things like that. And then it's so weird, like when you try to talk to like other couples, different things, it's like they sit back and it's like, okay, well, I don't know what to say, or I bet not say this, or I bet not say that. So you have to get comfortable enough around the people that you feel like you can trust and be able to have some conversations. Everything ain't going to be about church. Everything ain't going to be about God. what if I'm out and I'm hanging out and I'm to the movies or we out at dinner and different things, I don't really want to talk about the Bible. That's just me. I don't want to talk about the Bible. I don't want to go
I
into
mean, if it go there, it
you
go
know,
there.
yeah, I don't want to
don't
go
force
into
it.
no deep prayer. I don't want you to
Put me in
start
the headlock.
prophesying and none of that, but if you know if God tell you to do it, by all means, go ahead and do it. But at the same time, we out in a regular atmosphere. It's okay if I'm sitting down and let's say we with the Jenkins, and it's okay if I don't call him deep. We out to dinner. And it's okay if I don't call her missionary. We out to dinner.
Yeah,
If I
we
say
are.
hey Travis or Jazz, it's okay if I call them by their first name. We gotta learn how to relax. If we can relax enough, then guess what? People will feel like, oh man, well they are relatable. They are some relatable people that I could probably, have some conversations with. Now, on the flip side, you also got to understand that when we in the house of God, you still have to respect people for who they are and respect them for their titles. But outside, when you're just hanging out and different things, like it's a total different atmosphere. You will know how to handle it, and you'll know how to handle the situations. You'll know how to handle the people. You'll know how to handle it, and people will know how to handle you. So I say that everything. What?
Listening to you.
Man, I say that everybody, just go ahead and be comfortable enough to accept the love when people are trying to give it to you. Accept the fact that everybody don't have an agenda. When people come to you and they're like, hey, y'all ran across my mind. I'm the type of person that I message people in the mail. I'm like, hey, you ran across my mind. Y'all busy. What you doing? Let's go hang out for a while. That's me. But don't feel like, oh Lord, what they messaging me for? What they want? Baby, I ain't want nothing. I ain't want a thing. I work. So I'm good. I'm good in that area. Some people are genuinely concerned and just like, hey, we ain't talked to so and so in a while. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see if they want to catch a movie or go out and get something to eat, or go and hang out. Everybody ain't trying to infiltrate you. Everybody ain't about to
Ain't trying to do what?
Nino Brown you and try to get in there and find out
Want to
what's
know what
going
you
on.
got going on.
Ain't nobody trying to do none of that.
Your
Some
life ain't
people
even
are
that
genuinely concerned and want to come out and show you some love and different things like that. So if you get a message from me, I'm just going to put this disclaimer out there. If you get a message from me, we haven't talked for a long time and different things. We haven't even hung out ever. And you get a message from me and I'm like, hey, what you doing? What you and your husband doing, or what you and your wife doing? Let's go hang out for a little bit. Let's go and grab something to eat or different things like that. That's how you open fellowship, people. That's how you open fellowship. Stop trying to just only want to fellowship with the people that and stop just wanting to fellowship with your family, or stop just wanting to fellowship with your homies. That it doesn't work like that. And and also don't just be looking and say, oh, them people right there always got something going on at their church. I'm gonna get in with them so I can be in their fellowship. That sounds crazy. It sounds like it don't make no sense. Like you just want to fellowship with them. You don't even know what's going on. You got to do something different. Experience some new things, experience some new people, have different conversations, and different things like that. And when you do things like that, you won't hear people say things like, "Man, that's why I don't deal with them right there. I don't even want them people around me." You will have different conversations. You don't have those conversations and saying, "Well, they messy." Them people right, they messy. You will find out. I promise you, you will find out who is who. And believe it or not, when you have a spirit of wanting to love and show love to other people, God is going to send those kind of people around you, or He's going to send you to those kind of people to have some conversation with, to bring them in. Huh? The candle is romantic. The candle is, people can't see the candle. Ain't nobody even know that candle right there burning. Then why don't you pay attention? Look how you got me off. Now I ain't got nothing to say. Got it dog.
Well, see,
that was his way of trying to get me to hush, so he can say whatever it is that he had to say. But he ain't even had nothing to say about this candle burning on the table. Y'all didn't even see this candle. This candle is burning because I got
she done put the candle on. She done put the Erykah Badu rap on. I don't know. I'm trying to stay in the pocket of the subject.
That atmosphere is set. That atmosphere is set. Nobody even saw this candle, and now you're talking about the candle, and you done gone all the way off
Because it's
To the
throwing me
left.
off. So I just wanted to know was it?
Come on, man.
Was it for a purpose or whatever?
It is. It smells good. It's Yankee
I don't smell
candle.
anything.
Anybody know anything about Yankee candles? Yankee candles smell good. This thing smells good.
I'm just saying I don't know. I don't smell nothing. It's just the flickering of the light keep distracting me.
Maybe that's the Lord got your nose stopped up.
Hey, if y'all want to get in on the conversation, y'all can give us a call. 843-648-2315. We got the number posted up on the Facebook page, and we got YouTube on. So we are streaming on YouTube as well as Facebook. So we want you guys to come on and be a part of the conversation, okay?
Yeah.
You can jump into the conversation. You can post up your thoughts and comments. I see a lot of married couples is rocking with us on the line. We want to hear from you guys. Call in 843-648-2315. We want to hear your thoughts and your opinions. Married couples, we need to link up. We need to be encouraging one another. We need more. I want to see, pray that we have more and more churches getting into the couples night out, a lot more fellowship. I ain't talking about just us churching together, y'all. I'm talking about real fellowship where we can get together and talk about some of the things. We got a lot of issues, especially parents, those of us that are parents and married couples and stuff like that. We worried about school about to start back here this week. We got to make sure our kids are COVID prepared. Make sure we got enough face masks and different things. Move. Go sit. Dog in the way, y'all. We got to make sure that we are COVID prepared and our kids are going to be healthy. That's a lot to worry about. So, you want to be able to talk to people that have the same types of worries and concerns as you do. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to hear from you guys. We want to know, what do you think? Give us your thoughts. Maybe you have some experiences where, you had some so-called single friends that were lingering in either you or your spouse's life and it just wasn't working. Because sometimes it just don't work. That single, and they want to go out and party and hang out and want your spouse to go out with them. Every time you turn around, I'm gonna go with my girls. I'm gonna hang out with my guys. How you mean?
I'm gonna go.
You gonna go?
Yeah.
You gonna go even if I say don't go?
I can hang out with single people too.
So
I ain't gotta go talk about my marriage. I can go hang out and go and eat.
I'm saying a lot. I ain't talking about every now and then now. I ain't talking about every now and then. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody that's always with their single friends. I'm talking about trying to go out of town. I ain't talking about go down the street and Applebee's. I ain't talking about an Applebee's trip. I'm talking about me and my single friends going on the cruise. Me and my single.
So we can't do that.
Let her try. See if she get on the cruise.
I'll tell y'all something. I am not a slave.
She ain't no slave. But we married.
If I want to go,
she can twist up her mouth all she want.
I'm going. You hear me?
She ain't gonna want to go.
So my single friends, if y'all want me to go, hit me up.
Hit her up. Hit her up.
Hit me up.
Hit her up and have some place for her to stay when you bring her back. Think I won't change your lock? Okay.
Oh yeah. My boy's gonna let me in. Okay. My boy's gonna let me in. Shoot, what you talking about?
Y'all don't even believe that. She don't believe that. Anyway, we trying to help somebody. We ain't talking this foolishness. We trying to help somebody.
We helping. We talking foolishness. We doing both.
We got to be able to have some married couples. I ain't talking no stiff back people that's trying to resave me.
Oh no.
I don't need no friends trying to resave me. I'm asking you about the game, and you trying to tell me about the game between Jesus and the devil and how Jesus is winning. I don't want to know. I know the score in that game. I know who done won that game. I already know who won that game. If I want to talk about the game, if I want to go fishing, if I want to, you know what I'm saying? If we at the seafood joint, I want to enjoy my crab legs. I don't want you trying to save me over my shrimp. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want you to start telling me all. No. That's not what we're talking about. See, just because if we save and you save, then we can move on, right? Yeah. Y'all save, we save. Now let's move on. What's next? What else we gonna talk about? Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's go bowling. Let's go down. We went to Frankie's Fun Park. Let's go to the fun park and drive some go-karts and do some fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because what I was gonna say earlier is that we still living. We still alive. I ain't dead because I got saved. I ain't gave up having fun. I know some churches want you to. They don't want you to go to the movies. They don't want you to wear your shorts and show your toes and let your shoulders show a little bit.
You will let me wear some shorts? I can wear some shorts.
What's the difference between wearing a shorts and a skirt? Your legs still showing.
I'm gonna wear them short. I'm talking about the short.
See, some black people always go too far. You gotta expect that. But when that happens, you just keep right on talking like they ain't said nothing, and you keep talking about what you talking about, so you can help somebody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't dead. We still living.
That's
we
what
go
I'm
to
trying to say.
movies. We go out to fun
Hey,
park.
that's what I'm trying to say.
We
Derek.
go
If
on
we,
cruises.
I ain't dead. I'm still living.
I'm not wearing
So if
like
I
somebody
can
had to wear a
my
whole lot of
shorts,
clothes when they went to the fun
so if
park
I
because
can
they
wear
was
my short
in
shorts,
bondage. I'm not gonna wear a full jean outfit on the water ride. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna
what you
put
gonna
on my
wear?
water shoe and I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna get wet.
What you gonna wear?
Well, it's about ear.
But that's what I'm saying. What you gonna wear?
Ain't this candle supposed to be calming you down?
You gonna wear speedos?
Your aromatherapy. Get some
I
of
just
that.
want to know if you was gonna wear speedos to the fun parks. I just want to know.
If you got your Daisy Dukes on, I'm gonna have my speedo on. And then
yeah, you
we
gonna
can
put on your
pose and
speedos
take pictures and everything.
with a wife beater.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, I'll just make a show.
This is why you gotta have friends, because just y'all together probably driving each other crazy. So you gotta have people that for an outlet. You gotta have some friends for an outlet.
Yeah, we've been in the house a long time. Enough is enough. Graham saying too much is good.
COVID and all this. What they had curfews and COVIDs going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's time for us to get out and start fellowshipping again. The restaurants is open.
Yeah, man.
You gotta practice your social distancing. You gotta have your mask. But hey, it's time to get out and enjoy the company of other married people, because it's needed. It's necessary. It's helpful to the marriage. It's helpful. It's healthy. It's definitely healthy. We can say we want Jesus is all I need. No, it's helpful and it's healthy to be around other people. It's necessary it's a scientific fact. They have done studies on it for your mental health. You got to have some friends. People that have friends are way healthier and live longer.
Look.
And live longer.
Y'all, excuse me right quick.
No, I got it.
Because our puppy he's crawling over me trying to get on my lap. But like Derek was saying, we do have to have some friends, that we can communicate with, and I'm just so excited because I see my cousin Vonnie on here. Hey Vonnie. Hey Vonnie. You don't even know her.
I sure don't.
But I am.
You better know me.
Hey, hush. So you got on the little swim shorts.
You better know me.
You got on the swim shorts right now. Stand up again. Show the people your shorts.
Show them your little flowery spandex.
I've been to get up and get me something out the kitchen.
Come on, stay focused. Talk to her.
I am. I already told her hi. Hey, Polly. Well, what we were saying, I'm confused.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But if y'all want to give any comments or anything like that, feel free.
Give us a call.
We got a whole lot of comments going on here. You just joining? Yeah, I see that, sugar. We're talking about the importance of couples fellowshipping. If you didn't catch the topic already, and for Polly that's just joining,
like we don't know that.
That's what our topic is: couples and fellowshipping and different things like that.
Married couples in ministry.
Well,
the importance of fellowship.
You mad because I ain't saying it
you ain't saying it right.
Well, why?
We ain't talking about just couples and
so if new people that just engaged, they can't hang out with the married people and learn something.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm asking. That's why I say couples.
No, we're not changing the topic of what we're talking about. If we want to talk about couples on a couples night, that's what we're talking about. But tonight we're focusing on married couples, the importance of married couples.
Okay.
Fellowshipping with other married couples. There's nothing against nobody. I don't know why when people bring a topic, you always want to act like you're against somebody else. We're not against nobody else.
Right.
We're not against singles or being single. We were single once before we got married. But we're talking about the importance of married couples in ministry.
Okay, now I got you.
Having fellowship with other married couples.
So I shouldn't say couples, just couples. Just say married.
Married couples, married people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to say.
I got you.
Okay, well, that's not me taking away from anybody. I don't want the people to misunderstand.
Right.
All right, you can continue what you were saying. Well, if you want to join in, we want to know what you think. If you got a comment, I'm sure your minds are clicking on some things. We want y'all to join in the conversation, whether posting it up on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're live on both channels. We got a double camera system in here, and we got the phone lines open, 843-648-2315. We're going to be here up until 8 o'clock. It's right there, 2315. We got it posted up, and we want to hear from you guys. We want to know what you think. It doesn't matter in which way you put your comment up. If you got a subject that we need to touch on, that we need to go that way, put it up and we will talk about it. We want to hear from you guys and figure out, let the conversation go wherever the conversation is going to go. We're not trying to dominate the conversation. It's not a TV show. We don't want you to just be here looking at us. It's an interactive talk show.
Right.
We were gone for a minute because I was under the weather. I got sick, went in the hospital, had to recover. But now we're back. It's the first of the month, first Sunday of the month. It's September. We get ready to get in the holiday season, so we're going to be talking about holiday stuff for families and ministry.
Well, when we talk about holidays, our holidays start in October because.
Oh yeah. Our
October
month, our birthday month coming up next month, so we're excited about that. So we're going to be talking about that. We got Holy Week coming up. A lot of things we're going to be talking about, and we love Christmas anyway. We're about to start buying our Christmas lights because I'm going to have this corner lit up out here in Monk's Corner. So we are excited about what God is doing. But remember, this is not a TV show. It's an interactive talk show. So we want to hear from you guys. What do you think? How do you feel about couples? How do you feel about having a bunch of single friends when you're married? How do you feel about that? A saved married person with a bunch of single friends that they always want to be around and always want to go out with. How would that affect the dynamics of your house? I know it would throw a little bit of a kink in the dynamics of ours. How will it affect the dynamics of your house? We want to talk about it.
Well, let me ask this question because we see how difficult it is for married couples to get together and fellowship. So how would it be if you have single people or that would rather be like, well, let's just go hang out, and how would that be if you have more single people that would rather hang out than the married couples? Because it's a little difficult to get married couples to get together and be on one accord and want to go out and fellowship. And then you have single people that, ain't doing nothing out of the way,
right,
but they just want to okay, I like hanging out with them, or I just want to go hang out with her, or dudes, and it's like, man, I just want to go hang out with him for a little while and different things like that. So how does that play in?
Well, I believe you have to, first of all, a married couple or or parents, people with children, the more accountability that you have, the more advanced planning you need to do. Let me say it that way. If I have a wife, I can't answer for myself without thinking about my wife. So if my friends say, hey, all of us, if all my old friends get together and they figure we gonna get together and we gonna go to Atlanta for a weekend, just the boys gonna get together, I can't just say yeah off top. I'll definitely be there, and I have to talk to my wife. First of all, I don't know what she is planning for that weekend. I don't know, what's going on as far as our household is concerned. So that's part of my accountability. Now, if I got children, I got to look at what the children got going on that weekend that I may need to attend or may not need to attend. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger my circle of accountability is, the more consideration I have to take before I answer.
Right.
Now, a single person, no kids, no wife, no husband, they at the spur of a moment feel like, I'm going out of town tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm getting on a flight tonight. And then they look at me and tell me, you want to go? Nah, boy, you go ahead.
Right.
No, I don't. I don't want to just drop everything and go. I don't want to just go ball out in Atlanta like I got it like that. No, I don't. Because first of all, I got to check my finances. I got to check my home situation. There's a level of accountability that you don't have. Right. And that's all I'm saying. That's the distinguishing factors in this friendship is what you want to do and can do, you can do, but I can't move that quickly. Right. It's not saying it has nothing to do with freedom and you ain't the boss of me. And that ain't nothing to do. It's accountability. See, people get so offended when you start talking about, oh, you got to go ask the wife. I'm not offended by that. You can say, I got to go ask the wife. I say, I'm going to be respectful enough to my marriage to talk to my wife first. Yeah. It ain't about permission, but it's still about accountability.
Right.
Because of the love and the commitment to the relationship. Respect, of course. Commitment, you can't be committed without having some type of respect. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need to you could pick up every word that sounds good, that makes a person feel good, and say those words. But at the end of the day, it's about your level of commitment.
Right.
And it's the same level of commitment that we have to God. Why? Because this is the same type of relationship that I have with God. I'm not going to get out and start doing all kind of outlandish things because I'm out of town. None of my church family around me. I'm hanging out with my boys. So I'm going to go ahead and sip a little something, smoke a little something because I'm out of town and they can't see. Well, that means I have a very poor level of commitment. Yeah. If I got to see my wife to respect her, is a problem. If I got to see God, if God got to physically come down here and set the bush, set my hedges on fire for me to believe that he's watching and he's nearby and he's here with me, then there's a problem with my level of commitment. You understand what I'm saying? So that's when it comes down to. And what I'm saying about couples, fellowshipping with couples, you got to have at least an idea. See, the fact that I got married shows I have an idea of what commitment is. Yeah. Now, I might not commit to God yet, but this shows me I do have a level of idea of what a commitment is. So we on that. We on that first page 1. We're at least in chapter 1 together. Now I might have gone on to chapter 6 and you still on chapter 1, but at least you're in the book. So I'm saying you got to get some friends that are at least in the book, at least reading the same book. You get a book club, you reading Hidden Desires and somebody else reading doggone Mary Had a Little Lamb. Y'all ain't in the same book. So how y'all gonna have a conversation? If you can't talk about that book, that's for sure. And that's all I'm saying. My book is Jesus. So it's Jesus. My book is marriage. My book is family. My book is commitment. You in whoredom and balling out.
They in what?
Whoredom and balling out and lust weekly. you oogling and undressing everything that walk by. And you talking about the size of her butt and the shape of her breast. That's come on, man. We ain't sitting. I don't want to sit and enjoy pizza. You messing up my pizza and wings right now. That's all you doing. And I'm married, and you know I'm saved, and you excuse me, moon, but man, no. After a while, I'm like, all right, y'all can excuse me. I enjoyed y'all. Peace out. Love you guys. Till next time. I'm out. Because why I can't enjoy myself. Why I can't be comfortable and enjoy the company that's going on without the disrespect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It becomes a level of disrespect. If you talking about, oh, girl, I know you married, but I'm just saying. No, you just being disrespectful. And since you're going to be disrespectful, I'm going to excuse myself. I ain't going to tell you stop. I ain't going to tell you, oh, you should. No, we're not even going to have that conversation because we're grown. You already know what you're doing. So I'm just going to, excuse myself. And I'm just going to be out. That's all I'm saying. So, hey, we want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What's your answer to that? That was my answer to the question. What's your answer to the question? Y'all want me to start calling y'all name? Sandra, Polly? Y'all want? Well, she can text. Oh, okay. Well, when she get out of the hospital. But well, all of y'all that's here, I see a lot of names. We want to hear from y'all. No, not until the top of the hour. We got my 6 minutes. We already. What time did we start? I know. I can look right here. We got 9 minutes. That's what it is. That's the actual time. Okay. So we got about 10 minutes before we take our first and only break. We take a break right in the middle. So before we get to our break, but we want to hear from you guys. Again, the number is 843-648-2315. Give us a call, send us a text, put up a message, put up a post. We want to hear from y'all. We want to know what y'all think.
Inbox us,
inbox us. If you inbox us, we'll talk about it. If you got a comment and you don't want people to know it's you, inbox us and we'll talk about it. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem at all. We gonna discuss it and get everybody's opinion on it. So we want y'all to come on in and be a part of the conversation. Those of you that are reviewing this, watching the replay, we appreciate you guys going back and watching the replay. We appreciate you guys that are catching this on the podcast. We thank God for you guys that are listening to this through Exquisite Internet Radio. However, you are joining the conversation, we appreciate you. We're just talking tonight about the importance of couples in ministry, having other couples in ministry as friends,
Yep.
fellowshipping with other couples, having couples night out, going out, not just churching together, but I'm talking about going to dinner, maybe
Right.
even go dancing, going on boat rides. You know what I'm saying? Just doing different things together where you don't have to feel uncomfortable about your beliefs. You don't have to take down. You don't have to compromise your beliefs or your truths. You don't have to do none of that. You can be who you are, and you can be comfortable because you know the people that you're with share the same values and share the same views as you do, have the same beliefs as you do. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this is the only people we fellowship with. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying from time to time we need the strength of each other.
Yep.
We need to know somebody else knows what we're going through, knows that the plight that we have. We want to know that there are other people, other couples that struggle in areas like we struggle in some areas. That have disagreements and stumble along the way, but are able to pick themselves up, dust themselves off, forgive one another, and move on. That they're actually raising families and staying in place. They're not sleeping around because they're frustrated with their partner. They're not creeping because they ain't like what the partner said or did. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
We're talking about people that are standing on God's word, not trying to conform to what the churches want them to do, but staying on what God wants them to do, standing on the word of God and being the men and women of God that they're supposed to be, being that example. It's hard to stay up there if you feel like you're the only one up there.
Right.
It's hard to stay on your post if you feel like everybody else is at the party and I'm the only one standing guard on my salvation. You want to know that somebody else is going through. Somebody else doesn't get frustrated sometimes. Somebody else felt like throwing in the towel but didn't. You want to know that because that helps you. Hey, look at Miss Kim. We just want to know that you're not going through by yourself.
Right.
What are you doing?
Trying to find this announcement.
So make sure you stay with the group. But that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about tonight. Couples fellowshipping with other couples. It's okay to have single friends. I'm not saying you can't. Don't have no single friends. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you still need to fellowship with some married couples if you're married. You got to have a balance of fellowship. Of course, you got to fellowship with single people if the single people have a desire to know what marriage looks like, what it's all about. You got to share your experiences with them. But I'm talking about having those experiences that you can get something and where it's a back and forth exchange. So we have to be on the same level. That's just like if I'm a business owner and I don't ever fellowship with business owners. Everybody I fellowship with is a consumer, but I'm a business owner. That's going to weaken me as a business owner. I got to get around other business owners. Why do you think they got Enterprise, Black Enterprise magazine, different things? So you can see there are other Black entrepreneurs that are getting it.
Yep.
So you got to be around other married people, other married couples that are successful, that are getting it, that got years in, that know what it is to struggle, that know what it is to go through different ups and downs, but stick together. You got to see that in order to be encouraged that, hey, baby, we can make it too. They making it, we can make it. What? The moon's over 23 years? If they don't go on that long, I know we can do it. And I know them a little bit. I know what some of the things they've been through. So, and they still making it. They still going strong. Yep. They ain't just treading water. They ain't just, some people just be like, well, we here. Like, how you doing? Well, we here. In Jesus' name. No. I'm talking about people that's making it.
Yeah.
People that's getting it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around other successful people. And there's a success to marriage. And you want to be around people that have a successful marriage. I didn't say perfect, but successful. That means it's always and constantly moving forward. That's successful. Successful don't mean you've never failed. Anybody that's successful will tell you in a minute about how many times they done failed.
Right.
But the success means I keep moving forward. That's success. You want to be around marriages like that if you want your marriage to be successful. because that's what we're talking about.
It's so true. I mean, you just abruptly usher look at
Because when
me.
I stop, it's like,
No.
tag. You jump in the ring, boom, boom, boom. When you ready, tag out. I just tag you in.
Oh, but we're glad to have you all joining us tonight. Again, our topic was fellowship with married couples. We like we said, we got so much more to talk about, and we're going to talk about it in the second hour. We're getting ready to play a couple of commercials, maybe even take a bathroom break.
What?
And for me to go
Who
find
says
me some
that?
cough drops. Me. If you tag me and I'm tagged. And we have a few announcements. Matter of fact, on next Saturday, we got or I wouldn't say we got, but you, Minister Moon, y'all know Daquel, and if y'all know Nikayla, I don't know if y'all know Nikayla Riley. They got a new live show that they're doing next Saturday. It's called A Platform. So if you haven't seen their flyer is really nice. They got their own little talk show that they got going on, and that they'll.
Turn a little talk show.
What do you say?
Say little because
They got their own talk show that they got coming up next week, next Saturday.
12.
Starts at 3:00. So join in and support the youth, support the young people. This the next generation of doers and go getters. So next Saturday, 3:00.
It's called The Platform.
They'll be up and ready. And then I put up their flyer so I can say exactly what the flyer says. It says The Platform featuring Daquel Moon and Nikayla Riley, coming to you live on September the 12th. They're going to be on Instagram and Facebook. So it'll be every second Saturday at 3:00. New show, new perspectives, new mindset, new motivation. How about that? If y'all probably can't see that flyer, but y'all need to check it out and look at. It's too much of a glare. But anyway, check it out. Too much of a glare.
It's got to post it on Facebook.
Yeah, y'all will see because I'm gonna share it again.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We're coming back. Don't leave, y'all. If you want to hear from y'all, get the number 843-648-2315. We're gonna play a few commercials, get a little bite, and we'll be right back.
Sometimes you really need to clean, but you just don't have the time. So next time, call the professionals of Squeaky Cleaner. Whether it's a light touch-up or a deep cleaning, the professional care and concern of Squeaky Cleaner cannot be beat. Call 843-263-9379 for your free estimate today. It could be one room or the entire house. No job is too big or too small. Residential, commercial, and church cleanings are available. If you're the type of person that knows that cleaning has to be done right, then you're the type of person that needs to call Squeaky Cleaner. Call 843-263-9379. That's 843-263-9379. Squeaky Cleaner. You live life and we'll clean it.
Do you have an event that you're planning and you need a DJ that knows how to keep the party going? A DJ that has great music selection and knows how to keep the flow? Well, look no further because Do It All Productions is here. Do It All Productions professional DJ service of the Low Country can provide your event with the music and style you desire. Whether it's a wedding, a prom, a birthday, a family reunion, or even a church event, we provide music of all genres, from gospel to pop and everything in between as long as it's clean. From country to classic, from soul to jazz, we provide the music that will make your next event unforgettable. Do It All Production professional DJ services of the Low Country covers all of Savannah, Beaufort, and Charleston and all surrounding areas. Call today to book your next event by texting 912-312-7240 or 843-263-9358. When you call, ask about our additional service like event photography, videography, MC service, and event planning. Do It All Production professional DJ service of the Low Country. Make the call and take one more thing off your list.
Are you new to the Charleston area? Or have you been here a while but still haven't found a reliable barber? Well, look no further than the new Upscale Unlimited Family Grooming Incorporated. 843-263-9358. Text today for professional services and A-plus hospitality. You will always leave Upscale Unlimited feeling and looking your best. With an atmosphere as comfortable as your own home, you can relax and unwind as a professional and licensed hair care specialist gives you the style and cut to suit your individual and specific style. Find us on Facebook as you search Upscale Unlimited Family Grooming Incorporated, located 4303 Green Road, Unit 47. You can even book your next appointment directly from the Facebook page and receive a special discount. Upscale Unlimited, the name speaks for itself.
Hi, my name is Chris Ersman, and I'm the Director for Infectious Disease at the Minnesota Department of Health. I know that COVID-19 is on everyone's mind. Slowing the spread of COVID-19 is vital for protecting our communities. Right now, it is important for people to cancel large gatherings and practice social distancing. And what this means is making sure that you're maintaining a distance of about 6 feet between people. Continue washing your hands, covering your cough, and cleaning frequently touched surfaces. Stay home when you're sick. I'll say that again. Stay home when you're sick. That is the most important thing. We know these recommendations mean disruption to your lives, but they are so important. We need to slow the spread of the virus so that we don't overwhelm our hospitals and clinics. Thank you for doing your part. If we work together, we can manage this situation.
No one likes to move, but it's a reality we all must face sooner or later. When that reality gets to you, let the professionals of Full Moon Moving face it for you. Full Moon is ready, willing, and able to meet all of your moving needs with professional care and timing that will always get you to your destination when you are supposed to be there. Call 843-818-3550 for your estimate today. 843-818-3550. Full Moon Moving, when you know it just absolutely, positively has to be done.
We've been together, seems like forever, and I wanna spend another lifetime, 'cause it don't get much better, don't care about the weather. Oh, as long as I'm with you, I'm safe and warm. I'm happy that I'll spend the rest of my life with you. It ain't been easy, but we make it through another. It ain't been perfect, but we go. And I love you more after others. Life ain't perfect, but we go. And I love you more after everyone.
So come on, dance with me, baby. Just wrap your arms around me, baby. Hold on tight like the first time I met you. Oh, since that day, hanging right beside you. You showed me, baby, you were right. So honey, I'm right to the sunset with you. And I'll spend the rest of my life with you. other. It ain't been perfect right before. And I love you more after other. Life ain't perfect right before. And I love you more after everyone.
And we are back. Y'all know what it is. Love, marriage, and ministry. We are talking this first Sunday of the month. You know, every first and third Sunday, we take about 2 hours out of the weekend and do this interactive social media talk show. We want you guys to know that this is not a TV show, so you don't just sit there and look at us, but be a part of the conversation. You can join us on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube Live right now, live streaming on both. Either way, if you're a YouTuber, send out your invites. If you're Facebook, and send out your invites, let somebody know about the conversation. We are back at it as we do every first and third Saturday. And we encourage you every second and fourth Saturday to check out the new youth talk shows. I thought it was in the second. Every second Saturday, you can catch live on Instagram and on Facebook. It's called The Platform. Dockwell Moon and Nicaila O'Reilly with their views. Young people's issues. So get your youth, get them involved, get them into the conversation. It's interactive. Well, what we're talking about today is for married couples in ministry. How important it is for us to fellowship with other married couples in ministry. We are talking about the importance of it. It is highly important. It's very important to be able to fellowship with people that have those things in common and can encourage and uplift one another. It's not just about a one-way street like it would be if I'm pouring into some single people, but I want to be able to be poured into and have some dialogue with other like-minded people that are going through some of the similar things that I'm going through, that can understand, that can empathize with what I got going on, you know, and that's what it's about. That's what we all need. That it doesn't matter what we're going through, you need that. That's why people get together with other people. That's why you have meetings with other people who are going through whatever you went through, whether it be from a victim standpoint or, you know, a survivor standpoint. Huh? Yeah. If you're going through the struggle, that's just common sense, really, to me. And we don't do it enough. Right. That's the problem. We don't get together enough. We don't try to link up with other married couples and do things enough. Sometimes we do it within our church. If we got a lot of couples in the church, that's easy because y'all gathering anyway. Yeah. That's easy. But I'm talking about having to reach out beyond your borders, beyond your limitations, beyond your comfort zones, and reach out to other people. We could fellowship even if we're not in the same ministry. We can get together on the basis and the fact that we're a married couple in ministry. You know what I'm saying? It might be, you know, whatever your status is within your church. It's about getting with other people that go through like you go through, that feel like you feel, you know, that have views like your views are. So that's what it's about. It's about uplifting each other.
And we started the thing on yesterday where we're doing it again, but this time, you know, we're inviting other people to come on out. What we're going to do is the second Saturday of every month, you know, that'll be around about the time when Youth Minister Moon and them are doing their show, so we won't be here, you know, in their way or anything. We wouldn't be in their way anyway. But the second Saturday of each month, you know, we trying to put a couples, gathering, trying to put a couples night out together. So we're starting next month, second Saturday.
Well, we already started this one.
Well, yeah, we did it yesterday, but we just didn't do it, you know, second Saturday. But next month, it's going to be on the second Saturday of October. So if you want to come, and you'll hear some more about it, if you want to come and join us, and we're going to go out, it's game night. So we're going to have some games and different things that we're going to be playing, and we're going to have food and fellowship. So we'll give you more information about it, or I'll give you more information about it if you want to join us. Just inbox me, and or you can inbox
Pastor Johnson.
That's what I say. What? Alicia. You can inbox Alicia Johnson, and we can give y'all some more information about it, about what's going on. So this is an open invitation to those of you that's like, well, nobody don't never invite me, me and my husband. Well, we inviting you now. We're inviting you now. No excuses. So make plans if you want to attend with us on next month on the second Saturday. I can't remember what the date is, and my phone died, so my other phone up here, but I'm on Facebook. But we'll tell you what the date is right now. Second Saturday in October. Let's see. You don't even know how to get to the calendar. It's October the 10th. October the 10th. We'll have our next get together for couples. We want to go and have a good time. So if you don't know how to play cards or play different board games and things like that, it's okay. We'll teach you. Somebody will teach you how to do it. So join us. And like I said, just inbox us for the information and the spot. And what we're going to do is we're going from not just out to dinner in different places, but we're going from different houses. Like we're going from one house to another. Each couple has a turn to host it.
You host it at your house.
They're going to be the host and the hostess for that evening. So it's going to be fun. We had fun yesterday. We had a good time on yesterday, and we thank you. We want to thank the Johnsons for being the host the host and hostess on yesterday. We had a good time. So like I said, feel free to come on out and have a good time, And like I tell people, when you go out and different things like that, don't be so tense. Relax.
Chill out.
Like what they say, relax, relate, release. Relax, relate, release. Go ahead and relax. And if come on, man. And if people know me, I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. That's me. I can only speak for me. You can't speak for everybody because everybody is not like that. So I just
that's right.
I just want to invite you all to come on out October the 10th. Why, hi, stranger. Mm-hmm. Hi, Mr. Daniel Rommel Green. Yes, I was about to say Rommel, and I know you would have get me for that. How you doing, Pastor? But if you want to come, you want to join us, you want to have a good time, we're welcoming you to come on out and fellowship with us. But our topic for tonight is, he's going to say it because he says I say it wrong. So what's the topic?
The topic is couples in ministry, the importance of couples in ministry, having other couples in ministry as friends and fellowshipping with other couples in ministry. That's what we're talking about. How important it is for those couples to get together. And that's what it's about. It's about that fellowship and that strengthening of bonds and encouraging one another, because every marriage goes through something. So every couple goes through something.
Yeah, man.
So every individual of the couple goes through something. Yeah. So you have to have other people that go through what you go through to understand. No one else is going to understand what a married couple goes through but another married couple.
And you can't be ashamed of the things that you face in your marriage or the obstacles, that you had to go through. Because if we hold on, just like we hear in the church, if you hold on to your testimony, you could be blocking somebody else from getting the help that they need or their breakthrough that they need.
That's right.
So sometimes it's okay, and hear me when I say sometimes it's okay,
Hear her.
To speak about the things that you went through. Some people is like, well, I ain't getting people don't need to know my business like that. Well, sometimes, some of the things that we went through, it's to help somebody else. A lot of times we think what we're going through, it's just for me. It ain't for nobody else. That's not true, because the things that we go through is for us, but it's also to help somebody else. So don't be ashamed, to speak about it. Somebody telling you they have an issue in this area and they need help in this area. Can you help them? Clearly, God sent them to you for a reason. So go ahead and be a help to people. Stop trying to hold back and what are you talking about, rubble?
I don't know.
What I said? Rubble?
I don't know what you said.
Probably I said Daniel Rommel. I think that's what I said. I don't know. But sometimes we gotta be open to help people and give your testimony, be able to help somebody on this walk in marriage, on this walk, in life. Don't be afraid. That's all I just want to say. Just don't be afraid. Don't even be ashamed of it, because it's gonna help somebody. I promise you. If you've gotten over it and you've gotten to the fact that, okay, this is what I went through, but I done overcame that now. So don't be ashamed of the things that you went through.
Yeah, and it's a help. It's a help, because you could, if you get around enough people and the right people, and the conversation go the way and God lead the conversation, you get a lot of things answered, and you even had to expose nothing of what you got going on, because you hear what other people are going through. Sometimes just hearing what people have made it through encourages you to push on so you can make it through. A lot of times we feel like we can't make it because we don't believe nobody else is going through what we're going through. We really have been fooled by the enemy to feel like we're the only ones. Okay. Like we're all alone. Nobody understands. We start singing the "Woe Is Me" song. Okay. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Man, go ahead with that. People have been going through since the beginning of time, and they're still going through. There's somebody in your situation. There's somebody that has come out of your situation, and there's always somebody about to get into your situation. So you just at a stage wherever you might be. But if you start talking to people and getting around the right people, stop hanging around people that don't even know what the devil you talking about half the time, and most time can't even stand when you come around because they know what you're going to talk about. and they're like, man, he come, he going to want to talk about his darn bad churn. He going to want to talk about his wife getting on his nerve.
And then you can't just sit back and everybody's conversating and having a good time, but you off in the corner like, I ain't never used to do this, or I ain't really, used to just talking to people. Well, what you gonna do about it? You're around a group of people right now. So what steps are you taking to break out of that shell? And I understand some people have been brought up that way, to just be a loner. But are you going to ever break out of that shell? Because you don't have to be. You don't have to stay that way. Yeah. It's a lot of things that we go through in life, or we've been through in life, and you don't have to stay that way. I used to always be in a people club, getting it, okay? But did that mean I needed to stay that way? I'm not going to repeat it. Did that mean I need to stay that way? No, I didn't have to stay that way. I was always out there, having a good time, somebody party, doing something. But did that mean I had to stay that way? No. It's up to you as an individual to say, okay, I'm going to break out of this shell. I don't want to stay in this box no more. I don't want to feel like I'm by myself, because what people don't understand is when you're like that and you don't really want to talk to other people, or you don't really want to fellowship or communicate and different things like that with other people, guess what? The enemy starts ministering to your mind and make you feel like you're alone. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's there for you. Nobody care about you. He's going to tell you all the negative things. He's going to tell you all the things that you already probably thinking on the inside, when God is already allowing you to be around people that are showing you some love. People that is like, okay, well, come on, let's go this place. Or, come on, let's go to that. If listen, Anna, if I'm always saying, come on, man, let's go someplace, let's go do this, and every time I ask you, no, that's all right, I don't really want to go nowhere. No, you go ahead, not this week. No, I'd rather stay in the house. I'm gonna get tired of that now. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get tired of it. Because I'm gonna be like, well, listen, I thought you said you wanted to get out of that shell. I thought you said you wanted something new. I thought you said you wanted to change. So we don't want to be sitting there like begging you. We don't want to be making it seem like, okay, it's like pulling teeth. I want to talk. Let's have a conversation. But if I'm holding a conversation and I'm running my mouth, I done ran my mouth about 10, 15 minutes, and then you turn around and say, okay. Or you hit me with the one word answer. Yeah, that's good. Oh, all right. Man, you're going to make me feel like, hey, I ain't feel like begging you to talk. I don't feel like begging you to come out of your shell. So, you as the individual got to take that first step and say, okay, I want to change. I want to do something new. I want to do something different. So I'm gonna do something different. In order for you to get over that fear of people, you got to step out.
Amen.
You got to step out. It's just like Jesus told the man of God, he said, step out on faith. Step out. And you think Peter was concerned or that sure that he could just walk on water? No. But Lord, tell him, say, go ahead, come on, just be focused enough to say, okay, I'm gonna step out on faith. I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna do something different. But if you don't want to and you never do, then you never will. That's just how I feel about it. So you do something different. If this the day you feel like, well, that I usually get up and after I get up, I get myself together and I go sit in my living room on the chair in that same spot, and I just go right, I sit right there for a few hours. Man, do something different, man. Get up the next day and say, I usually get up and just go and sit in that living room on the chair in that same spot, but not today. Even if you say, I'm gonna move over to the other spot. You did something different.
Sit on the other end.
Go outside, take a walk, just do something different. It has to be you, the individual that says, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna step forward, and I'm gonna make a change in my life.
Exactly. And if you want something different to happen, you gotta be willing to do something different. We want to hear from you guys. The phone lines are open, 843-648-2315. If you guys want to call in, if you want to give your comment verbally, you got something you want to say, you are more than welcome to be a part of the conversation. This is an interactive talk show, and we need you guys to interact. And the conversation is open. You just got to remind them, because people come in and, you just keep hearing me because you're sitting here. I know what I'm doing.
But if you want to message us too, you can inbox one of us, and we'll read it. If you don't want people to know it's you, we'll read it anonymously.
It's called encouraging them to do it. It's not that. It's encouraging. We encourage you guys.
We're gonna read it anonymously.
She's gonna read it anonymously. Inbox her, please, so she can read it anonymously. If you guys want to put your comment up, you can post your comment. We are on YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live. And when you do go to YouTube, it's the True Foundation Outreach Ministries YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel. We would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. We want to get our subscription numbers up, because eventually we're coming out of this COVID, and eventually we're going back out on the battlefield.
Right.
And when we get mobile, as we are a true outreach ministry, we want to be able to go live on YouTube while we're mobile as well. So we're looking forward to that. So we want you guys to be a part of it. And of course, the podcasters, we appreciate you guys as well. But if you got a comment about tonight's topic, you are more than welcome to be a part of the conversation by dialing the number 843-648-2315. That's 2315, 648-2315. We would love to hear from you. We want to know what your comment is. We want to know how you feel, what you think. This is where your 2 cents does matter. Put your 2 cents in. You don't have to agree with nothing we're saying. That's irrelevant. This is an open conversation. You might have a whole nother opinion on the matter. You might be one of those people that it works for you. You married and all your friends are single, and it don't bother you one single bit. Don't bother your spouse one single bit. Wonderful. Let's hear about it. Talk about it. That's fine. That's what makes the conversation interesting, is different people's points of views. We're not here to impose our point of view on anybody. We're just talking and having open conversation, as we do on first and third Saturdays of the month. So like I said, we missed all last month because I was sick the entire month. I was sick for like 2 weeks and recovering for the other 2, but we're finally back at it, and we're so glad to be here with you guys. We're broadcasting out of Marvelous Moncks Corner, South Carolina. We thank God for our social media family, whether it be YouTube or Facebook. It's called Love, Marriage, and Ministry. If you guys have some topics that you think we should cover, you can send those in, inbox us those topics, and we'll do some research and we'll bring it up, put it on to the table, man. Bring it to the table and we can all talk about it. So if you got some topics you think we should cover as Love, Marriage, and Ministry, please, by all means, shoot those topics to us, and we'll get into it and see what's going on with it and chop it up and everything else. So we want to know what's on your mind as well. You can call us 843-648-2315. Again, tonight's topic, we're talking about couples in ministry, the importance of fellowshipping with other couples in ministry. We see a lot of couples represented in here tonight, so we don't mind. Put your comments up and call in. Again, if you want to do it anonymously, you have every opportunity to do so. We're going to the phone lines right now. Hello, caller. Can you hear us? Caller, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right. Tell them your name and go ahead with your comment.
This is Sandra Taylor from Yamasee, South Carolina.
And what's your comment tonight, Sister Sandra?
I just wanted to call in that I said but tonight. And everything you guys said with it. Especially when you're talking about couples getting information from people that don't have no husband or no wife. And I really that closely because there is nothing that they really can tell you. I mean, if you're married and they're not, and like you said, a lot of them will say, well, if I was you, I'll do this and I'll do that. I'll leave him, I'll leave her, go in another city or whatever. So, I know I have experienced that out of some couples I heard, they went to other people for information, being that they were married and the other people were single, and it was not a good thing. It was not a good thing. And now I'm gonna tell the Queen tonight, he is not going with nobody out of town and leave you behind.
Amen. Amen.
Leave him right there.
He is not. You're not going to leave her behind.
She already know that. Well, Sister Sandra, we thank you so much for calling in tonight. We appreciate your comment and thank you for calling, sis.
Okay, have a good night, y'all.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Great comment, Sister Sandra Taylor out there in Yamasee, South Carolina. She's our morning inspiration lady. She calls in on the Royal Praise Party and gives us our morning inspiration at 7 o'clock every morning. So we thank God for it. Why you didn't blow that thing out? Now you got to smoke it. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, we thank God for the comment. If anybody else wants to call in, the phone lines are all open. You still got time. You got at least just under 30 minutes in the show left in the show for you to give a call. Then 843-648-2315 is the number to call. We're just encouraging married couples because it's love, marriage, and ministry, and it can get complicated. Love, marriage, and ministry. Oh yeah, all of it. You know how people have their little status on. What's your status? It's complicated. It's complicated. And marriage can be complicated because you gotta put in it. If you want to get something out of it, you gotta put some stuff
work.
in it. It definitely is a lot of work. And ministry, sure enough, can be complicated. Especially if you're trying to make things happen instead of just following what God wants you to do. So love, marriage, and ministry. And we just want to encourage those that are going through any part of that. It's such three broad topics. But one strengthens the other. And we thank God for this talk show that God has given us to do. And we're back at it. And we thank God for that. Like I said, the month of August was a rough one for me physically. But we thank God for recovery. We thank God for healing. His healing hand definitely was upon me. Yeah, I was in bad shape, buddy.
Almost like get another husband.
I couldn't get around. You should have seen me in the hospital on a walker.
I almost get another husband.
I don't care. I was on a real walk. I thought I was gonna have to come home with a walker. I thought I was going. They was talking about sending me home with a walker.
And the oxygen tank.
He would not.
That lady did tell me that on that phone. But he rejected. He was rejecting it. He was rejecting what the people was,
Because I was trusting the healing hand of God.
That don't mean you were. Why you ain't trusting the healing? You ain't never went to the doctor. You shouldn't have gone to the doctor if that's all he was gonna do. We gotta trust God, but you better go let the doctor check you out and make sure.
Bam, I'm back.
Oh, you good?
I'm healed.
And he was a trip. Just to let y'all know, because I haven't talked about it yet. And being that we've got just a few more minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and say a few things that need to be said about him, in this whole little situation. This ministry, I'm ministering. And
this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm about to play the music.
The whole little while, he was home. And let me tell y'all something. When he came home, I was like, man.
What this got to do with the topic of the night?
It's gonna tie in. Watch. I was like, man, this too much, man. I ain't know if I'm be able to handle this. People gotta help you wash off and things like that.
Ain't nobody, come on now. It ain't never get that bad.
I did it.
When you wash me off, shop.
You better tell the truth.
Oh, I don't
Tell
remember
the
that.
truth and shame the devil.
I remember that.
Yes, I did. I had, wash him up and different things like that. I had to have him go to the bathroom at the hospital. I'm like, this.
You helped me to the bathroom now.
I was about to throw in the towel, and I help you in the tub. I didn't help you that Sunday.
When?
There. Oh my God! The first day you come home, the second day, whatever that was.
Oh, that wasn't right here.
Yeah.
You had washed me off. You helped me get in there.
Let me tell y'all, this is what I had to deal with, okay? Because he don't want to accept the fact that he was partially
I was
crippled.
an invalid.
That he was partially crippled, and walking in hell, with the trembling and the shaking and the like he got to rest. And, what people got the Parkinson's.
You ain't gonna be healthy every day all your whole life now.
You know how Richard Pryor
and
Michael J. Fox had the Parkinson's, and they were just.
You gonna remember this?
I say, man, come on, man. How you in? Because I'm young. I got to find me somebody young that can stay with me. I could let you stay in the hospital. I could have let you stay in the hospital if you wasn't going to have mobility, But it's whatever,
See,
and
down, boy. That's how people always bring it back, man.
Yeah, because he was being mean. Because he was being mean.
I was not.
And he was being mean for a long time. And they said when old people get older.
So you ain't gonna talk how you was treating me before I went to the doctor. Before you learn what was
when it's your turn, you can say what you want to say. But
how you throw that phone and then wiping everything off like I had the COVID.
I don't know if you had the COVID, but I was gonna protect me in my turn. That's for sure. I'm spray you down every time you call me back. Spray you down nice off. But anyway, he was. I had to. I say, well, God, I guess you did say for sickness and health. So I guess this is being tested. For the month of August, is being tested once again. But he was something else. And he just. I'm like, come on, take this medicine. I gotta make sure you give him his needle.
That's exactly how she was talking to me.
Yeah, come on, get it, man, so I can go to work. I gotta go to work. I ain't got time to be sitting there and doctoring you. Somebody gotta go to work. But he back. He
back.
He back. I suppose. He doing much better. Just yesterday I had to tell him, chill out. He eating cookies. He had juice.
That was a rare occasion. He
had some soda.
That was a little rare occasion. Come on, man. Don't act like I'm doing that every day.
I turn around and I say, Derek, how much you done had today? Man, this all I done had. I ain't gonna get no more. What?
That's how I talk.
All you need is one.
That's how I talk.
All you need is one little fixing of sugar. That's it, and if you can back away from it all, it'll work for me. But see how I minister. I'm ministering to the women.
They need to be said.
I'm ministering to the couples, and the women and the couples. I'm telling y'all, we gotta go through for sickness and in health. And it gets tested. Richer or poor. We've been in that one for a long time. That part of the vows for richer or for poor. But we've been being tested in that area for a long time. But it's work, process. It's a process, it always, everything is going to get tested in your marriage. When you make those vows and different things like that, it all gets tested, So I'll pray for y'all. Y'all pray for me and watch God change things.
We thank God for those of you who have joined the broadcast. Oh man, we just thank God, man. Hey, it's love.
Last time he wanted to be pampered. I
got it. Marriage, and ministry.
He been milking me. He been milking it, Prophetess.
I was sick. To the utmost, I was sick.
Jesus.
I needed help to do to get around, to walk. I feel like I had to learn how to walk again. I don't know what was going on with my body.
You did good.
My body was shutting down.
You did. He came back good. Look at it.
Stop touching me yet.
I'm saying you came back good. I'm not passing it.
I don't know what you're doing.
This is real talk.
Yeah, it is. Real.
He's back.
It's real. But for those of you who don't know, Well, it turned out I did not have the COVID.
I had to, Jazz. I had to tell it.
I did not have the COVID. I got paperwork that say I'm COVID free.
Yeah. You had like 3 tests, right?
Yeah, 3 of them. I had one at the little clinic and 2 at the hospital. But anyway, what it was, found out, and this is why we just to touch on the health thing. Get yourselves checked, gentlemen, because it turned out that if I hadn't gotten to the hospital, I had blood clots that had traveled from my leg up to my lungs, and people have lost their life due to those type of blood clots. So it turns out I had blood clots in my lungs, and my heart wasn't beating up to its full capacity either. So now my heart medicine. Got my heart medicine.
I knew you were gonna
They
say
got
that.
me on the heart medicine. They got me on blood thinners, and of course I'm type 2 diabetic. So I got my diabetic medicine, my insulin. Hey, it all comes with life. I'm about to be 50. Come October, come around. I'm about to celebrate the big 5-0. I'm still here. I'm back. I'm healthy. I'm good to go. You know, other than that little scare last month, hey, I count it a blessing. I'm about to turn 50. I don't know what they're gonna do for my birthday, but I'm going to enjoy myself. If I don't do nothing but just run around in my yard and barbecue up some stuff and enjoy myself. If I got to slap me a big fat steak on the grill or something. If I got to do for me, I'm gonna do for me.
You better do for you now.
Because I'm gonna enjoy my birthday.
This how he throw off, because he
You
ain't
better
got to
believe
tell
that.
her that. Because one thing
You
for
better
sure and
believe
2
that.
things for certain.
See, I'm just saying, she had her turn to talk. Now I'm talking. All I know is my 50th is coming.
Winded now.
As long as I don't get to shaking, I'm good.
Right.
So don't worry about it. I done took my medicine today.
Good job.
Anyway, we thank y'all for coming through. You know, so, we thank y'all for coming through. We'll be back again on the 3rd Saturday of the month with another live message. Remember, you guys can inbox us if you got some topics you think we should cover or talk about. You can definitely send those topics in. Love, marriage, and ministry. It's a lot going on, and we just thank God that God has allowed you guys to come and be a part of the conversation on tonight. Remember, it's interactive. People don't put up 100 comments.
You thought you could leave me hanging.
Ain't no way we got 100 comments. Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. We are talking about
What are you
103
talking about?
update. That's a lot of comments. People is commenting.
Yes.
Okay. Well, make sure you go back. You looking at them.
I don't need to go back and
I don't want to overlook somebody comment that has, good comments. You looking at them and y'all just playing around.
ain't nobody
Anyway,
playing.
thank
What
you,
talking
Jesus.
about?
Hallelujah. That's just a lot of comments. Anyway, we just thank God for you guys being a part of Love, Marriage, and Ministry, the live interactive talk show. And we'll be back on the 3rd Saturday with another brand new edition, new topic, and everything else on the 3rd Saturday. And if we don't do it on Saturday, remember, if you don't see us on Saturday, that means we're gonna do it Sunday. Because sometimes Saturdays do get kind of busy. It's the only day that we're both off. I'm off usually in the afternoons. So Saturdays can get a little touch and go. But if we don't do Saturdays, then we're on that Sunday. Believe me, either that Saturday or that Sunday evening, the first weekend and the 3rd weekend, whether it be Saturday or Sunday, you can always catch us live, interactive, live on Facebook and YouTube. And remember, all you guys that are on YouTube, please, I know y'all, or that are on Facebook, please go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. You don't have to watch through YouTube if you're not a YouTuber. That's fine. But go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel for us. We would appreciate that. It's the Truth Foundation Outreach Ministries YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel so we can get our subscription numbers up. You need the calendar?
Yeah, just in case they come out. No. But like he was saying, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like he said, we're trying to get the numbers up and different things like that. And I wanted to just read a couple of announcements before we get off the air. And I also want to tell everybody that joined us on tonight, thank y'all so much for joining in. Thank you for the phone calls and the messages. And I was responding to as many as I could. And so thank y'all for coming back even after the break. We really do appreciate it. We know like on first Mondays of the month, I usually have my For Women Only. Hopefully I'll get back to that on next month. We'll get back to it real soon. Tuesday nights we'll be in Bible study every Tuesday night we're in Bible study at 7 o'clock p.m. Thursday night we usually have live class and different things like that. But on this Saturday coming is the platform. I couldn't remember the name of it. It's called the platform. Daquel and Kayla got their live that's going to be coming on that Saturday, which is the 12th. So tune in and join them, guys. Like I always say, let's push the younger people. And encourage them, get on there, send them some love, some thumbs up, and just join the conversation. And then on the 27th, we'll be with Pastor Everett Roberson down in Ridgeland, South Carolina. They'll be celebrating his pastor anniversary. We'll be down there for that as well. And don't forget, next month, October, we're celebrating Holy Week. This will make the 14th year. That's a long time. We've been doing this for 14 years. If you don't know, Halloween is actually my birthday. And I think maybe twice or once I didn't do something I did something for my birthday. I think it was when I turned 40 and then when I turned 45. But it wasn't on Halloween or anything. It was just in the month of October. Other than that, for the past 14 years on Halloween, we celebrate Holy Week, and we do that. I have to explain this every year. I don't understand why, but I have to explain it.
Have to, but you just do.
Right, and I explain it for the simple fact that because we don't allow. Well, our kids are big now, but we don't do the trick or treating and different things like that. So we get together and we have games and different things going on for the kids and stuff like that. I have this big old bin that I get, and I fill it with candy. I have people. I have different. The church does the majority of everything, but I still ask people to just send in some more candy, so the kids can go home with a bag full. I like for the kids to go home with a bag full of candy, not like some people just give out like 1 or 2 pieces. I don't think that's good, so I try to pack their bags and make sure everybody ask people just look at this. Somebody look at this. But I try to pack the kids' bag and make sure that they're good, and when they leave, they have a full bag of candy. They come and we do a bunch of different things. But I'm saying all that to say this: you guys can donate some unopened candies to us. We don't want anything that, even if it's in the pack, seal pack, and then open it and we're gonna touch it. No, it has to be in wrapper and inside the pack. Don't send us candy we're not gonna use it. I'll probably politely give it back to you for the simple fact that I've never took candy like that. And now that the COVID is out, we definitely don't want kids to touch or handle that. But don't forget, and not only that, so if you want to donate, go ahead and inbox me, and we can meet somewhere and pick it up and different things like that. It will be fun. We'll have treats and games and different things like that for the kids. And don't forget, also in the month of October, we're celebrating from the 1st through the 31st with birthdays, because I think October is like the best month ever, because there's so many people birthdays in the month of October, including myself and Apostles, Youth Minister Boone, Sister Jazz, one of her kids, my sister, my brother, I had another brother. It's just so many people, whose birthdays are, and Tati's birthdays. And anyway, make a long story short, yes, right? Like I was trying to wrap it up, and it's like my mouth wouldn't stop. But feel free to join us on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock for our Bible study.
Amen. That's about going to do it for us here for Love, Marriage, and Ministry. Again, you can join us on the 3rd weekend of the month. We'll be doing it again with a brand new topic. If you have some topic ideas, inbox us, and we will definitely get into it. Love, Marriage, and Ministry. For those of you listening to this through the podcast, we appreciate you guys as well for downloading the podcast. Check out the podcast channel. We'll put the links up and everything. You can find anything about us on the page. And don't forget to check out our website, the church website, www.tfoministry.com, ministry with a Y. www.tfoministry.com. You can see the whole history of the church on the website, because it's been going for the full 9 years that the church has been going. We've had the same website that you can check out, interactive, We probably need to update those videos on there. I got to get with Mr. Darius on that. I haven't checked that out in a minute. But we thank God for you guys who have joined us. Remember to check out the sponsors. You hear the commercials and everything. If you need something done, check out the sponsors of the show as well. We thank God for you guys. We thank God for you guys that joined us this morning for the Lions Den broadcast as well as the church broadcast on today. We thank God. I was checking the views out and saw that many people came and viewed the service for today. We had communion on today, so we thank God for that. It's a brand new month. We're getting ready to get into autumn, fall, however you want to say it. So it's about to get cooler, which I'm glad about. But of course, it's going to be getting darker sooner as well. A little shorter days and longer nights. But that's our kind of weather and our kind of time. We just kind of love that time of the year and to get into the holiday season. So we're excited about all that. And it's Labor Day weekend. Labor Day is tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So many of y'all don't have work on tomorrow. We will not be doing the Royal Praise Party on tomorrow at all. We're taking the holiday off from the Royal Praise Party, but we will be back on Tuesday morning, bright and early, 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Tuesday morning for the Royal Praise Party. And we thank God for our RPP family as well. We thank God for all the love and support that you guys show us from Beaufort up here to the Charleston area. We just really thank God for the love and support and the prayers of the righteous. Continue to pray for us as we stay on the wall doing the good work. And yeah, right? Got anything else?
No.
All right. Peace.
Like me two things trying to fight and love the time. When all we really need to do is listen to each other's views on things. Cause that's the only way to maintain good love. Sometimes we get stuck on our own love. We stay together when you fall apart. Now we can sit back and laugh on all the things we didn't have and how far we came a long way. But we have got to take that, and I'm glad you stood by me even when I was in myself. You still know me better than anyone else. Sometimes we get stuck on our own love. Walk away.